excited to be here. And first I want to start out with thanking Friedrich and his team for not only this great event, but raising the awareness and the importance of brand to this industry. It's taken a long time coming, and thank you again for doing that. So again, my name is Ken Black, and I'm really excited to be here because nobody knows not only who I am, but who my company is. So I want to just start out with eSource is a company that's a research advisory consultancy that totally exclusively focuses on the electric and gas utility industry and their customers. In fact, our focus is customers, how they buy, why they buy, what they buy, their decision-making process, the buildings they live in, et cetera, et cetera. We work with a lot of utilities all across U.S. and Canada. Been doing this for well over 30 years, and we're based out of Boulder, Colorado in the Rocky Mountains. I want to start out, talking about the evolution of the branding in our industry. First, when we first started out in this industry, really our focus was exclusively on reliability and price. And that was enough of a connection because people really didn't care about electricity. They got a bill at the end of the month and they just paid it. But then we got smarter and we started focusing on being easy to do business with and building the trust and leveraging the trust that utilities have engaged with their customers over all these years and beginning to engage in that realm. And that's where a lot of utilities and energy providers are right now. But the real trend, where we really need to go, and we heard this a lot yesterday, and we're going to hear a lot more about today, is moving towards establishing an emotional connection with your customers. Emotion and showing value, providing value, selling value to your customers. That's where we need to go as an industry. And that's not easy to get to. First, love is such an incredible emotion, and Mary talked about it yesterday. I love my Tesla. I hear it all the time. Look at this T-shirt that was created. I love, it's sex and pizza and beer, but most of all, I love my Tesla Model S. But wouldn't it be cool if it was like, I love my electric company? That's an emotion. Wouldn't it be great? We got to get there. How are we going to get there? That's what's important. First of all, I believe this industry has to move from focusing on commodity, selling and packaging commodity with various prices, to selling value. That's where we need to go. And we're so focused on commodity, it's hard for us to see the value behind and beyond commodity. Now, I'm going to talk more about that as I go through my presentation. One way to get there is to really focus on customers. Human-centered design. The industry oftentimes calls it design thinking. It's a way to see the world from your customer's eyes, to walk in your customer's shoes, to feel the world and the needs and establish opportunities that you never saw or customers could never express to you without walking in your customer's shoes and seeing the world. It's called human-centered design, and I encourage you to think about it and learn about that. There's a lot of industries that have been focused on designing that way. We have to design with customer empathy, walking in your customer's shoes. Here's a photo of a Ford Motor engineer. Look at him. He's wearing this outfit to simulate what it's like for a pregnant woman to get inside that car and how it feels to push the seat all the way back because they can't fit in the seat. That's understanding customers and putting yourself in their shoes and feeling the world like they feel. We have to ask questions about how might we do things? How might we turn the bill into a value-based communication? There's all kinds of ways to establish new ideas, but just by saying, how might we do this? That's design thinking. We have to think beyond the meter. Harry mentioned it. I'm going to reinforce that. It's really important to look beyond the meter. Commodity stops at the meter. Look about customers and families and buildings beyond the meter. That's where we need to go. One great area of opportunity beyond the meter is what's called smart or connected home. This is a phenomenal opportunity in the marketplace. Customers love this stuff. And the reason they like it, they buy it because they enjoy and want the security, the convenience, and the peace of mind. And what's missing in those surveys is way down the list is energy management and even saving some money with energy. And yet the utilities that have begun to enter this space have focused on the smart thermostat and finding ways to save money. But that's not what customers really care about. It's convenience, it's security, and it's peace of mind. Let's reinvent how we can engage the smart home. The smart home is like an operating system in of itself. It connects all kinds of stuff. We should be in the middle of that as an industry. I think there's great opportunities for developing, not only leveraging our web platforms and mobile apps, but we can provide alerts and alarms and budget notices. And there's some phenomenal opportunities for us to insert ourselves, maybe not alone, with partners, maybe partners like Philips Lighting or other partners that are out there. I think there's a great opportunity for us, and it's a missed opportunity if we don't get involved in there. One companion piece of this is the quick-moving voice control marketplace. I love my Alexa. By the way, I do. It's an Amazon Echo. Who here has an Amazon Echo? A lot of you. I love it. It's really convenient, and I'm amazed at how many questions you can ask that. But you know, there's an opportunity. Some utilities have really discovered that by having voice control, people can ask, what's this weather going to do to my energy bill? What does my utility bill do? How much do I owe? Alexa, please pay my utility bill. There's all kinds of great opportunities for that. Well, what if your air conditioner just broke down? You ask Alexa, who's a good local HVAC repair service, a repair company? Well, I've found 5 highly rated HVAC companies in your area who are available through Amazon Home Services. Guess what? Amazon's in this marketplace. That's competition. Why shouldn't you be doing more of this stuff? Why shouldn't you do this type of repair stuff? Connecting through the smart home, through voice control is just but one example. We have to move beyond the meter to value as a service. Harry talked about lighting as a service, but there's dozens and dozens of opportunities for us as a service. Reliability as a service. Mary Powell yesterday told you about that. She's working with Tesla Battery. She offers an off-the-grid service. People are willing to pay for reliability, to have storage, backup generator, whatever it might be. Hot water as a service. Transportation as a service. There are dozens of things that we can start offering. And by the way, there's lots of revenue to come with this. We're losing revenue with efficiency. We're losing revenue, at least in the States, with a lot of solar people putting on their homes. We have to make up for that lost revenue with new value-add services that have revenue associated with it. Value as a service is where I think this industry needs to go. And it creates an emotional connection between you and your customers. Thank you.